Sports. Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the Liberty Flames, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Flames will put total leather to crank us up. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. Looking for space. It's Hodge. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Handoff to the fullback. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. The Mustangs get it past the sticks.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
And the Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
I know that wasn't a big, huge play, and everybody's not excited. The fans aren't going crazy. But those are the plays that in the fourth quarter matter a lot. Again, making you tackle my back, making you feel the physicality of the football game throughout so you get tired and get worn down in the fourth quarter.
Leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. He'll keep it himself. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing a turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Quickly complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
And that's just a great individual effort by the wide receiver. He catches this ball way short of the sticks, but because he's able to make the defender miss, now he's able to get the extra yards and turn that into an explosive play.
Snaps it in the shotgun. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call him a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you could tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fair catch, called for and made. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Line getting set on second down.
42 Spider. 4.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I know it was incomplete, but I'm okay with it. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm going to keep taking shots down the field. I'm going to make him honor that deep ball. I'll hit some of those before the game's over.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Here comes the option. Quick toss. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Cut it. Griffin.
They turn to the passing game on third and short. Complete downfield. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Liberty 7, SMU 0.
And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming.
Here we go.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Carroll. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. They want to run it left here. They finally make the stop at the big run. Here's plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loses 4. Brings up second down.
Lost yardage leaves them looking at 2nd and 14.
Clear.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back, 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
That makes the score.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end, looking deep down the right side. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 1st down here for the offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got a man. Look out, he's got room.
The pass on 1st down.
Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
They'll go to the ground. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build... Look out.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. The Flames are marching down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, look out. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Liberty.
Touchdown.
They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pack team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to East Carolina. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment and they've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll get rid of it. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He'll take a shot. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
After the incompletion, they're facing a 2nd and 10 from the 25. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Flames trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Flames!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
2nd quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you've practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the offense doesn't bat an eye. They'll stay on the field and try to score from the 1 on 4th down. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Offense there on 4th down. I'll say this, QB sneaks are not a guaranteed play that you're going to get on offense. Everybody thinks it is. You dial it up, it's an automatic first. Not the case. That time, the defensive line was lower. They got more push, and there was just nowhere for the quarterback. Great job by the D.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. These guys have taken some body blows in the 1st half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here. Cut into...
Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. And he's out of bounds at the 1-yard line, a mere 3 feet from a pick six.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what. Second interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
SMU.
This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break.
Quarterback on the sneak. Picks up 1. It's now 2nd and goal.
The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They're going to run it. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces 3rd and goal. They're going to run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Liberty. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
0.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. But you do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. Just has to do better moving forward.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Flames.
Touchdown, Liberty.
That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. He'll call for the fair catch here. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quick handoff. Got room at the 35. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
SMU 0.
The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20.
First and 10.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution.
Hit the afterburners, kid. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
He finds his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Fires toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. It is perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by 8 over East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. New set of downs after that completion. He's going to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
He wants to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again. 2nd and 10 from the 27. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. The sure hands, it's Smith. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Trying to get to him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The Flames will hustle to the line.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Flames have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, it's Blue. Got a lot of running room. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Second down coming up.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Black 24. Black 20.
They'll try it over the left side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Easy.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down.
And you allow completions in those third down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. It's good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the move kind. The Flames will kick it off to start the 2nd half. Fair catch called for and made. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
3:25.
They'll run play action. They're trying to get to it. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here.
Liberty 41, SMU 0.